The time has come for our final weekly update of the offseason. Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Phillies Stats of Video Cast. Today we're going to have our 17th and final weekly update of the offseason, as we're going to be talking about some Phillies news and all around baseball news. Now, guys, before we get into this video, please subscribe if you haven't not yet. Please turn on the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get into this. So, wow, here we are, the final weekly update of the offseason. 17 weekly updates we have done this offseason is finally coming to a close. The first spring training game is coming up next Sunday, a week from today. So today marks the final weekly update, 17 weekly update, as I said. So I'd like to thank you guys so much for a great offseason with the weekly updates. Just a great offseason. Anyway, we're on track to, I believe, have around like 43 videos this offseason or something like that. I think, around 43. So, we only had like 20 last offseason. So, what a great offseason I had with the content this year. It's been unbelievable. I really have taken a big step forward with my content during the offseason. And I think I've really done a good job. So I'd like to thank you guys for clicking on these videos and doing a great job. So we have a little bit of news, some minor signings. Let's take a look back at last week. The Phillies signed outfielder Travis Donkowski on a minor league contract with an invite to spring training. So Travis Donkowski spent some time with the San Diego Padres. This is kind of a depth move. Minor league contract. He's going to get some playing time in spring training, of course, since he did get an invite. So it's going to be interesting to see what he does. He might not make the team, or he might. Who knows? It's going to be interesting to see what he does. Not a bad signing. Of course, this is one of those signings you need some fillers in there. Taking a chance on a guy. This doesn't really get me that excited. A lot of people are talking about the Matt Joyce signing that took place not that long ago. He might not make the team either. So it's going to be interesting to see. Of course, like last year, you had guys like Neil Walker, Logan Forsythe, and Ronald Torreyes, Christian Bethancourt. Two of those guys, Ronald Torreyes and Christian Bethancourt, also coming back to camp this year. We re-signed them, which is kind of funny. But also another report that came out last week is Odubel Herrera. If you all remember Odubel Herrera, I've talked a little bit about him. He gets an invite to Major League Spring Training as he will compete for the starting center field position with Adam Hazley and Roman Quinn. So Odubel Herrera is back in play here, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to get some playing time, and the Phillies have given Odubel Herrera a second chance. You saw Aaron Nola in the interview. He says, I believe in second chances. I totally agree with Aaron Nola said. I also believe in second chances. Yes, Odubel Herrera made a mistake. But I believe in second chances. Yes, Odubel Herrera made a mistake. Yes, he was wrong. It was totally immoral what he did. But, there was justice. He hasn't played the past 2 seasons. Most of 19. After he had that incident, he was out the rest of the 19 season. Missed all of 2020. It wasn't like he got away with it. Hey, he got away with it. He's still been playing. Justice was served. He did his time. He was punished. So I think now it's time to move on. It's like a guy getting out of prison. He goes out and robs a bank, and the judge sentenced him for 10 years in prison. Now he does his 10 years, and now he's out and he's a free man. Of course, no one's going to forget what he did. Now he's done his time. Now I think it's time that we give Odubel Herrera a second chance. Of course, I'm not a fan of what he did. I don't like anyone who is involved in domestic violence, especially against wife or girlfriend. I think that's totally wrong. I think everyone would agree. But now I think it's time to give him a second chance. Now it's going to be interesting to see what he does. Not the purest hitter, as I talked about. He's not the purest hitter. Do you see him come off the bench? It's going to be interesting to see. Because we still have him on contract. So we can't just release him. We still owe him a good amount of money. So it's going to be interesting to see what the future holds for Odubel Herrera. Video coming. We'll get into this a little bit later. Video coming this week about Odubel Herrera. I'm just telling you. Video coming this week. And, this week we're going through the, little countdown, waiting for pitchers and catchers to report. They reported on Wednesday. So that was super exciting. We are finally back in action. Not the most exciting news in the world. I'm obviously really pumped about the season. I'm really pumped. I'm so excited. I think, the real action, the part I'm most pumped about is April 1st. Which is, opening day. That's going to be so exciting. Also this week, the Phillies, made a little minor move. They signed catcher Jeff Mathis on a minor league contract with another invite to spring training. He will earn $1.8 million if he makes the major. So this guy's a terrible offensive catcher, but he calls a good game back there. Has good relationships with the pitchers. I think he's going to be good in spring training for us. He might not make the team. A lot of these guys. I mean, you look at guys like Matt Joyce. You look at guys like Travis Gronkowski. You look at Jeff Mathis. You look at Christian Bethancourt. You look at Ronald Terray. A lot of these guys are going to, some of these guys are going to be cut. I'm just telling you, look what happened to Logan Forsythe. Neil Walker did make the opening day roster last year, I believe. But he was later cut. He was designated for assignment, and then he elected free agency, I believe, last September. So he's later DFA'd. So a lot of these guys, it's going to be interesting. There's no guarantees here, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of the the media and a lot of these people on Twitter are making it seem like it's a guarantee. We're going to be seeing these guys in 2021. I mean, it's going to be it's going to be a process. That's why we have spring training to see how things work. That's why spring training is not as important for guys like Bryce Harper. Guys like JT Muto. I mean, you go around, look around the league like Mookie Betts, Mike Trout, Anthony Rendon, Juan Soto, Ronald Acuna Jr. I mean, I can go on and on and on. That's why it's not as important for guys like that because they've already proven themselves. More for these, guys signing these minor league deals is for younger guys. Even Alec Boehm too. I mean, he's gonna get some playing time this spring training. I know he's already set in stone. He's gonna be a starting third baseman, but I think they want to get him some more ABs. So not a bad depth signing there for the Phils with Jeff Mathis. I do like this signing. I really, really do. And the Phillies, ladies and gentlemen, this week they came out and they officially made a statement. We have signed officially infielder Brad Miller on a 1-year, $3.5 million contract. Welcome back, Brad Miller. Made a video this past week talking about the Phillies bench. Came out yesterday. I assessed the Phillies bench. Please go check out that video. Had to wear the road gray jersey back-to-back videos. That was a little odd. But I made a video talking about the Phillies bench, and I think it's going to pan out. I honestly think that Brad Miller, I talked more about it in the video. Please go check it out, as I said. I talked about it in the video that Brad Miller really, really solidifies his Phillies bench. I was a little bit, concerned about it, but I think that signing Brad Miller, he's a utility guy. He can play all around the diamond. He's going to come off the bench a lot. He's just a utility guy. I loved him in 2019. It has some pop in his bat. I mean, he's just a fun guy to watch. I love the brand. Let's talk about the bamboo plan. Am I right? I mean, with the bamboo Brad, right? You gotta love that as well. So welcome back to Philadelphia, Brad Miller. Brad on a 1-year, $3.5 million contract. Welcome back to Philadelphia, Brad Miller. I'm just thrilled with this move. I just really, really am. He's gonna do great here. And also on Wednesday, pitchers and catchers reported to clear Water Florida Spectrum Field. Zach Wheeler. You saw that picture of him walking in, with the big poster behind him of himself. That was pretty cool. I'm just so excited to see these guys back in action. We're a week away from the first game of spring training, which we all know that the games don't mean anything, but it's really exciting to know that we're only a week away from the first game of spring training. It's really, really exciting, and hopefully, unlike last spring training, the games, most of these games will actually be televised. Hopefully, I'm just saying hopefully. I don't know that for a fact. I don't know at all. I'm saying hopefully they've televised most of these games because honestly, last year was a disgrace. How many games they just didn't televise, and that was just a big joke. And some bad news coming out of the Phillies this week. I mean, a really big blow here. I mean, not a huge thing. I mean, it's not good. It's not good. It's not like we've lost him the whole entire season. It's not like he's going to miss 25% of the season. But there is some uncertainty here. It's not good. Catcher JT Realmuto has suffered a fractured right thumb injury. It happened while he's catching Jose Alvarado in a bullpen. He's going to be reevaluated in 2 weeks. He said it hurts when he tries to throw. The Phillies are unsure if he will be ready for opening day. Oh my goodness gracious. We got to have JT there. And when they say they're unsure about if he's going to be ready for opening day, he might be ready to play by opening day, but they want to make sure he gets a proper spring training. I mean, you got to get a number of ABs in spring training. You got to get in there. You got to get, some ABs in spring training to get ready for the regular season. You can't just, that's why we need spring training, because if you just go right in the regular season, everybody's going to be rusty. Remember last year in 2020, we started the season July 23rd. That was Major League Baseball. We started July 24th, but the Major League Baseball, I believe, started July 23. Everybody's so rusty to start off the season. It was terrible because no one had a proper spring training. So it's really important that we all have a proper spring training. JT Realmuto said he isn't worried. He said, if I was a Phillies fan, I would not be worried. So that was pretty encouraging. But he said, I'm not going to make any guarantees. So fingers crossed, ladies and gentlemen, that we get JT back, by opening day. It'd be huge. I mean, that would be huge if we did not have him on opening day. If he missed the first 5 games of the season, that wouldn't be the end of the world. But I wouldn't like it. Of course, I don't think any Phillies fan would like that. It's not like we're going to miss him 25% of the season, but to head into opening day and not have JT Realmuto as your starting catcher, it stings. It really just stings. That would just not be a good feeling. That just would not be a good feeling. And also this week, I'm going to be making a video about Odubel Herrera, most likely on Wednesday. Odubel Herrera video coming. I'm looking forward to that. Talking about his future with the Phillies. I'd say it's more of kind of an off-season video. I'm going to try not to make it like that because I'm going to talk about what his future holds with the Phillies. So I believe that's going to be coming on Wednesday, sometime this week. It might not be Wednesday. I'm hoping it's going to be Wednesday. But sometime this week, Odubel Herrera video is coming, addressing his future with the Phillies. Also, some news around Major League Baseball. Fernando Tatis Jr. Signs a 14-year, $340 million contract extension with the San Diego Padres. What a steal for the San Diego Padres. Wow, Fernando Tatis doing them a huge favor. I mean, my goodness. I mean, think about how much he could have gotten on the market if he just would have waited. I mean, my, oh my. Man, he's generous. He is generous. I mean, he could have gotten a lot more. And think about it, that's 1 year more and $10 million more than Bryce Harper's contract. Think about it. So Harper got 13 years, $330 million. Fernando Tatis got 14 years, $340 million. So that's just 1 more year and $10 million more than Bryce Harper's contract. So, I mean, I love Bryce Harper. No disrespect to Bryce Harper, but Fernando Tatis, it's just a better player right now. I mean, he's had the past couple of years, he's just had better statistics than Bryce Harper. It's really, really, wow. It was a bit of a shock for me when I saw that. It was a bit of a shock for me when I saw that. Fernando Tatis, wow. I mean, you think about it. This guy's like one of the best players in baseball. He's like the face of baseball now. He's on the cover of MLB 21 The Show. Or MLB The Show 21, whatever they call it. But I love MLB The Show. But, he's just the face of baseball, so that's good. And also, you saw the Twitter war with, Noah Syndergaard and Trevor Bauer going at it. I mean, come on. I mean, these guys like 12 years old. Dig in a hole, and you say, "I'll see you there." Bring a drone. You say, "Oh, it looks like we have you. It looks like we're going to be hanging out down there." It's just so childish. These two guys going at it. It's just like you saw Noah Syndergaard. He was getting some heat for his post when people saying you haven't even pitched well the past couple of years, which is true. Noah Syndergaard is a bit arrogant. I'm not going to take either side on this. I'm not on Bauer's side or Syndergaard's side. All I'm going to say is it just makes him look like a fool. Both of them makes him look very, very foolish. Be going through this Twitter war, like, why? Why do you need to do that? I mean, why do you need to do that? It just makes him look so bad. Wow, Fernando Tatis Jr. Did get paid. I mean, it's not like, it was no slouch. It wasn't like he just got paid $250 or $200. I mean, he got paid $340 million. I think he just could have gotten more than that. And you saw what Mickey Betts got. You saw what Mike Trout got. Wow. I mean, Fernando Tatis, it just goes to show, I like Fernando Tatis even more. I love Fernando Tatis Jr. He's good for the game. He has fun. He has fun playing the game. I just love this guy. I love Fernando Tatis Jr. I mean, he's good for the game, and basically he's a good player, and he seems like a really good guy. Down to earth, right? I mean, he just seems like a really good guy. So, guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't done it yet. Please turn on the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Check out the social media link in the description section at Phillies House of Instagram, TikTok, RFNX, Instagram, card text 267-225-3392. Email me, phillieshousef@gmail.com. Final weekly update of the offseason, 17 weekly updates. Once again, I'd like to thank you guys so much for that. And spring training preview video coming up next. I am Luke, and I'll talk to you all later. Thank you all once again. I'll see you.